Hey everybody, so today we're going to take a look at this Balenciaga Rodeo bag. This is a size small. So after some research, I found out that these creases here are actually part of the design, which I find very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before where the leather is creased on purpose. So the turn lock, as you can see, very easy to open and close, which I really like. I find that very practical. Has a gold inside pocket zipper, which is very nice. Pretty smooth. I've seen better, but not bad. It says Balenciaga Paris, made in Italy. There's a reinforced leather strap here for the handles. So the handles that I have are not quite, straight here. It's a little off to the side, but I'm thinking after some use, it should be able to straighten itself out. It does have 4 feet on the bottom here. This is very smooth leather, so definitely will get scratches. So you should, if you get it, you have to be okay with that. So I noticed that the sides have these little snaps, and they actually do work. So if you wanted extra room, you can unsnap them, but I'm gonna snap them back in here. Oh, so there you go. So when it's snapped, it's gonna have less room. If you need an extra room, you can unsnap it, and the bag practically like doubles in size, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm gonna unsnap it here. All right, let's take a look. So this is a pretty big compartment. This one is a slightly smaller compartment, but still fits a lot. I love how the inside is lined with the same smooth leather. That's really nice. So it does kind of slouch. It's pretty soft. I think with some use, it will kind of look like a slouchy Kelly bag, which would be amazing because then I would honestly never have to get the Kelly, because I think this is a much easier, closure, opening. It'll be like more practical to use, in my opinion, than the Kelly. Other than that, I really like it. And let's see how big this bag is. Actually, I want to do some quick measurements. Okay, so this measures about 10.5 wide, 9 inches. Oh no, that's 8 inches high. And this is about 3 3/4, almost 4 inches deep. So it's a small bag, but I think it can actually fit a lot. So let's come back and we'll see what fits. So this bag also comes with a crossbody strap with these dog leash clips, which I really liked. So they go on really easily, just like that. So if you're in a rush, these are great. So this one is a little bit more tricky because it already has that little crochet there. So there you go. So they go on very easily. It is not exactly adjustable. So let me zoom out a little bit here. So there are no extra holes for you to adjust the length of these. So what I've seen some people do is they're just like tying a knot at the end that way, which I guess is an option, but it's not exactly great in my opinion. I'm 4 feet 11 inches tall, and it's a little bit long on me, but I haven't figured out if I would carry this type of bag crossbody to begin with. I think this is more of a bag to carry by the top handle, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so I have this iPad and it's 11 inches. So this is actually a little bit exactly the right size, but I don't think it's gonna fit. It's gonna be a little tight. Yeah, it's a little bit too tight. So the 11 will not fit. But I do have one of these notebooks. It's like a Moleskine, however you want to pronounce it. This will fit. So if you do want to carry like a notebook, it'll also fit in the smaller one too. But if you don't want to undo the snaps, then you may not fit. But let's take that out. Okay, so we have a phone here. This is the iPhone 15 Pro, I think. It's my husband's. This is my key holder, so I'll put that over here. I've got some mints, put that in here. AirPod case. I've got my wallet. Let's see, my inhaler. Some chapstick. And what else? All right, we'll try to put this notebook in here too. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's not bad. The only other thing that can be a little bit weird is this bag is going to be like slightly lopsided because the handle is at the back of the bag. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's got these really cool pockets here. So actually, if you wanted to, let's see if we can put the phone back there. What did I do with the phone? Here it is. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, it actually slides in pretty nicely. So if you were in a rush, you want to have your phone, you know, easy access, it'll fit in either side pretty nicely. So that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. But as I was saying, like this bag is slightly tilted forward because everything is, you know, loaded up here and the handle is on the back of the bag. So if you were just to hold it by the handle, it's gonna tip forward a little bit slightly, which isn't terrible. So I think these creases here, what it's meant for is to kind of, if you didn't want to keep it completely closed, and if you had the snaps back on, then it kind of gives it a slightly more slouchy look. Let me see if I can do that. Snap everything back on. Okay, so I put the snaps back together, so it's a little bit more compact now. So I think these flaps, if you were not to close it with the lock, you can use these flaps here with the creases to sort of give it a more interesting look when you carry it by the handle, which I kind of like. So it's not completely open, but it's not fully closed either. So I sort of like the style a lot. So yeah, if you are interested in getting a Kelly, but you don't have funds for it at the moment, like me, this is a really great alternative. And honestly, I think it's even cooler than the Kelly. So yeah, I really like this bag a lot. I'm a fan of it, and it is pricey. It's still, like, I think the size small is $3,250, but it's way less expensive and more affordable than the Kelly. Even at the Kelly's, like, you know, a fair condition, that'll still run you probably at least $5,000. But you know, this one's brand new, and you can break it in yourself, which is kind of part of the fun. And it can still hold a decent amount of stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised for a small bag like this. So I'm a fan. Let's take a look at how it compares in size to the City and the First. So if you're used to carrying a First, the Rodeo bag, size small, is sort of similar in footprint, but obviously the First is very thin and it's not as wide. This expands a lot more sideways, so you can fit a lot more stuff. But visually, it's the same, like, footprint. The City is going to be much bigger than the Rodeo small. So let's take a look. This is my City bag from 2003. And I would say, even though the City bag has a bigger footprint, they probably both hold similar amount of things. So I think it's probably comparable. If you're used to the City size, the small Rodeo is probably most similar. I mean, you could definitely fit the iPad in here for sure, but I still think it's a very similar size. I really like it. I think it's a great bag if you're interested in something a little bit different from Balenciaga, I think this is one of their better offerings for this year. Let me know what you guys think. I'll have some more photos and mod shots on my blog. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.